This video is sponsored by Gamesplanet.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Well, my boy, I'm sure Ganon is gaming his heart out using the amazing service of Gamesplanet. What is that, you ask? Well, Gamesplanet is an official distributor of the industry's biggest publishers and their biggest PC games. From Bandai Namco, Sega, PlayStation, Capcom, if you want to play all the latest and greatest that PC gaming has to offer, then Gamesplanet is the perfect choice for you and your friends. The best part about it, other than saving a crap ton of money on these great deals, is the fact that each official key you purchase from Gamesplanet can be refunded at any time with no trouble at all, should there happen to be an issue or problem with the game you have purchased. That's super awesome! So long as your game doesn't end up being like Big Rig's, you are winner, then you're totally set. So if you like the game seen here in this video, you can purchase it using my affiliate link down below in the description and use the promo code provided to get an awesome discount on your purchase. Pretty good, right? Right? Guys! Thank you. So what are you waiting for? Come check out Gamesplanet today and proclaim to the world, after all your saved money, that
I won!
Weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice.
Look, Leon, I trust that you will save my daughter. You've proven yourself over and over again. What the f***? Did you just take my pen?
It may be a key item, sir.
Hello once again, my chickadees. Game & Chick is back once again with another review. Before we get started, I'd like to give a big thank you to the folks over at Capcom for providing me with a review copy to make this review possible. Thank you very much. So now with that having been said, let's go! Resident Evil 4 2023 is a remake of the original action horror title of the same name and is developed and published by Capcom. Having already set the bar with franchise remakes with Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, and to a lesser extent of Resident Evil 3, Capcom now ups their confidence and aims to bring back another classic entry into the series for the modern gamer to enjoy. But was this a wise decision to touch and change up such an innovative title, or should it have kept to all our nostalgia? Only one way to find out, so let's go! Story. 6 years have passed since the biological disaster in Raccoon City. Leon S. Kennedy, one of the survivors of the incident, has been recruited as an agent reporting directly to the President of the United States. With the experience of multiple missions on his back, Leon is sent to rescue the President's kidnapped daughter. He tracks her to a secluded European village where there is something terribly wrong with the villagers. He must now put his own life in danger and complete the mission at all costs. Gameplay. As stated before, Resident Evil 4 is a classic survival horror game that has been remade for modern consoles. The earlier title was originally released in 2005 and is widely considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time. Greatest of all time? Well, that's debatable, obviously, but do you know what's not debatable? This title being one of the most milked games of all time, alongside games like Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5. No joke, this game has been re-released on every console imaginable. I swear they'd throw it on Magnavox Odyssey if they could. But we're not here to talk about how much it's been milked. Nope, we're here to talk about getting chokeslammed by The Undertaker while looking at a picture of Emperor Palpatine and seeing the toilets from the inside of Taco Bell. Wait, what? Resident Evil 4, ever since its early teases, has been one of the most anticipated remakes in recent years. One that would even rival games such as Final Fantasy VII Remake in terms of overall hype. Luckily, there isn't any fake ghosts to ruin our pacing or bogger down the story, so big win there at the least. However, while yes, this is an anticipated title, people still held some questions for it after the overall lackluster showing for Resident Evil 3 Remake with the changes it made to the game. While I didn't think it was that bad, I can see where people would have had an issue with the cut content or less emphasis on major scenes. Is that present here? Yes, it is. Uh-oh. Now before you pull a Leon and start telling me, hasta luego, and ditch me with this review. Just know that all the changes made to the original title are a yin and yang, good and bad, which ultimately in the end serves their purpose in a positive way. I'll explain here in just a bit. Resident Evil 4 Remake this go-around features upgraded graphics to not only the game environment, but also to the character models too. No longer does Ashley look like a cross between a chipmunk and Alfred Newman from Mad Magazine. Now she looks like a normal and more mature female. Likewise, characters like Ada get a great-looking update, and even little man Salazar goes from looking like something you'd see as the spawn of Pumpkinhead with his 2005 iteration, to now looking like Hasbulla is cosplaying at a convention. Sounds weird, I know, but it's definitely an improvement. But graphical fidelity isn't the only part of the game that has gotten an overhaul. Oh no, because if that were the case, then this would no more be a remaster. Alongside particle upgrades and lighting, and offering a more intense atmosphere for forests, castles, and caverns, the gameplay itself has also gotten a wide variety of changes to it, as well as with a more responsive control scheme that makes it easy to navigate around environments, objects, or helping you narrowly escape from an enemy ambush. Even a slight upheave in the way combat works, too. It's not a drastic change, like me taking off my makeup and looking like death itself. No, don't worry, it's not that much of a change. But it takes an already stellar and amazing feeling combat and makes it feel that much better. Gone are the days of good old QTEs, and instead it's replaced by a variation of button mashing for close encounters when you're caught in an enemy's grasp. Also left in the past is being able to try to quick turn and maneuver yourself ever so slightly to avoid getting hit, because now you have the additions of evading and dodging, which, if pressed when prompted on screen, lets you dart out of the way like me running away from Ashley in the original title, because she would not shut up with her, "Leon, help! Leon! What an annoying little brat. So many times I did just let the villagers take her, didn't care that I got a game over either, because that couple of minutes of silence was absolute bliss. Plus, not like they were going to kill her anyways, they just wanted to take her to bingo night, so not sure what the big deal was anyways. But we're off topic.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Another notable feature in this title is the use of a parry attack. Oh man, yeah, this makes things so much easier, and in my roughly 14-hour playthrough, it was definitely my go-to and saved me from death dozens and dozens of times. To parry an enemy, you must time your button press of L1 when prompted, or just by personal instinct with timing. At first, I was pretty damn awful at it, getting hit again and again. But as soon as I got better, oh, it was over for everyone the remainder of the game. Trying to blindside me, bro? Ain't no way. Your axe? Get that crap out of here, chump. That chainsaw... Wait, a chainsaw? Uh-oh. No, no, no! How is this even possible? Blocking a chainsaw with a knife? Oh well, don't question it. Mash, mash, mash! While blocking enemy attacks is definitely addicting, you do, however, have to manage your knife durability in the same light as managing ammo and inventory space. By this I mean for every hit of your knife, every stab, every parry, your blade will take damage, whether it be Leon's main knife that can be upgraded via the merchant for its power, durability, and damage, much like every other weapon in the game. So my suggestion is to open crates, chests, pick up stuff off the ground as much as possible to find kitchen knives and other blades. This way you'll never run out of ways to parry. Plus, it holds you over till you get to see good old merchant again and be like, "Thank ya, stranger." One of my favorite things about the new combat mechanics in this title is the use of a combo system. No, this isn't a fighting game or whatever Urkais and Sonic Fighters attempted to be, don't worry. But I'm more so referring to the mix of parrying plus instant kills or gunplay straight into an instant kill if done correctly. These two things help when getting bombarded by 4 to 5 enemies at a time and being low on ammo, then utilizing everything to your advantage is the absolute main way to your ultimate survival. So while you're out saving dumb Ashley from a cult in rural Spain, fighting off gigantic trolls, fending off giant lake monsters, finding blue medallions, participating in shooting minigames for merchant, spending a frigging hour on puzzles because you're too stupid to figure them out like me, and watching the paint-looking rain, you will be able to use strategy in order to make quick work of your foes. For instance, should you parry an enemy just at the right moment, they will be temporarily stunned and lose balance. This in turn allows you to run up to them and either stab them in the head or pull a Brock Lesnar and take them to Suplex City. Oh yeah, it's super fun. Likewise, if people have a shield to block fire, or you just have too many people to deal with, you're able to shoot a villager in the knee to drop them into a stun position, and then run up to them, grab them, and slam them into the ground, usually for an instant kill. Should that shield get in your way though? Screw it. Shotgun blast to the face, baby. Kaplow! But if you run into a regenerator, screw that noise. Just run, run, run. I hate those friggin' things. And no, I'm not racist against monsters. I have Licker and Nemesis friends, okay? Outside of equipping weapons to your hotbar for easy management with the arrow buttons, priming and throwing grenades or flash grenades to stun or clear at enemies, purchasing scopes for rifles, upgrading each weapon with power, reload speed and capacity via selling items for their money, further upgrades to the merchant, after either combining crowns or lamps with jewels for high prices, you will notice another addition you might not have noticed before: sound design. The game's sound effects this time around, in my opinion, are more impressive than the 2005 edition. Complete with more real-sounding gunshots, further use of eerie ambient noises that, in the case of your DualSense controller, lets you hear the sounds from your controller and completely makes you feel immersed further into this version of the game than ever before. Plus, Leon kept all his signature puns that we all know and love, which made me get into it too. Cause you know how much I love me some puns.
Can't see me.
John C.
As far as this game being a faithful recreation of the original, does that hold true? Well, yes and no. Yes in the sense that the story you encounter, such as going to rule Spain to save the president's daughter, fighting against infected villagers, take down the cult leaders Salazar and Sadler, meeting and saving the ladies' man Luis, encountering the stealthy Ada Wong, that's all intact. However, QTEs in some scenes are changed. For example, some of the scenes you remember with QTE versus the giant troll monster, gone. Running away from a boulder by tapping your little heart out, gone like a fart in the wind. Running from a giant Salazar statue, sorry buddy, gone. Ashley's ballistics? Who cares, you silly pervert? But even if some stuff was seemingly cut or changed, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative. For example, a change I feel is appropriate is the change to Salazar's statue. In the original, you had a gigantic, giant-sized statue chasing you, making you feel like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park muttering, "Must go faster, must go faster." Sure, it was intense, but overall given the tech that was being used by the cult at this time, it made about as much sense as Slime making the Statue of Liberty move. So even though your love is lifting me higher, it was still ridiculous. However, in Remake, the statue now spins its head and shoots a flamethrower at you as you try to climb the tower. You see, now that makes sense and is way more viable than the previous entry, even if it is a tad more underwhelming in the intensity department. But do not fret, much to the disdain of the initial leaks about the doggo in this game being dead, I am here to tell you that is not true. Midway through the game, before your encounter with the troll, you have the opportunity to save Mr. Doggo, just like in the original game. He will come to your rescue in order to help you slay your foe. Now that's what I call a good popper. The doggo and the bestest boy in town. The narrative of the game is also shaped and expanded upon beyond just these examples. Areas that were once condensed and smaller are now more broadened, giving you ways to explore more, find more items, and more collectibles. This of course states the obvious. The game has just as much replay as the original, if not more this go around. That's pretty weird to actually say. In regards to the boss battles in this title, which like in the original game, offer some of the most memorable moments in this game too. No single boss will play the same, or even take the same amount of skill to beat. While you may have to run up to a troll to rip out and kill its infection that is placed on its back, in another you will have to chuck spears into a monster's back while being dragged in a boat around a lake to avoid being eaten, get into a close encounter intense knife battle against an old foe, or take an eye for an eye as you attempt to smash the eye out of an ugly as all heck monster. Sure, it's not super innovative and groundbreaking as one would hope overall for a remake, but to me, the fact that each boss has their own unique mechanic that requires different strategies and are both challenging but never overly frustrating, for me personally, it shows an opportunity to offer a great showcase of the game's management system to make sure you're always well stocked, well prepped, and on top of it all, allows you to showcase the game's combat system to its full potential and put together everything you have learned in the game so far. Whether it be perfect dodging, parrying, or picking and choosing the right weapon to use based on the strength of each villain. Well, mostly. I mean, you can kill the main boss of the game with a freaking golden egg. I'm not even joking. It now made me realize that I have had the ultimate weapon beside me this entire time. All I need now is the Hand of Midas. Oh, Chicky! Come here, little girl. I've got an idea. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt ya. Overall, at the end of the day, Resident Evil 4 Remake does what I felt wasn't even possible. Live up to the expectations of the original, or even surpass it in some ways. Sure, I don't find it perfect by any means, with issues for me personally like ugly rain effects, sometimes parrying not registering quick enough, lack of quick turn, which while not essential, could have helped in tight scenarios. Character models like Ashley looking like the movie Mosquito with her pale dead skin, looking like she got all of the blood sucked out of her. Nothing major, obviously. But even with the small negatives, the overall positive changes to the set pieces, more action than before, emphasis on the use of stealth with your knives, more strategy to your combat with the parrying system, tons more to do in the collectible department via journals, audio, gems, crowns, jewelry, mastering the minigame shooting range, collect all unlockables, achieve 5-star rankings for missions, unlock new costumes, etc. The game in your first playthrough may run anywhere from 15 to 20 hours your first run. But trust me, you'll want to come back multiple times due to how addicting the game is and the amount of replayability there is to be had this go around. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Capcom once again has set the bar for Remake, and it is now up to the rest of the industry if they wish to follow with the same level of care and quality. So now with all this having been said, my verdict is clear. Game & Chick says...
God damn, you're a big boy.
Wait, what? No! Shut up, Leon! Game & Chick says bye now.
Hey everyone! Thanks for watching! I really hope you enjoyed that review, and I look forward to bringing more to you in the coming future. For new people, feel free to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like or share, and for people already subscribed, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any future content uploaded. Also, feel free to click on my other reviews linked above because they're kinda cool too, so give them a look. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all you chickadees on the next one. Quack!